Hello students, in today's class we are going to discuss about the topic military achievements of Alauddin Khilji. In my previous class I explained about the domestic reforms or administrative reforms introduced by Alauddin Khilji. This Alauddin Khilji, he was a great warrior or he was a great military genius, and by using his military strength he came to power. After establishing his hold in center, he also decided to extend the boundaries of his kingdom. So, because of his military genius and ability, he extended the boundaries of Muslim kingdom. Alauddin Khilji was considered as one of the greatest rulers of medieval India because he was a great administrator and at the same time he was also a great conqueror. Through his conquest, he established his hold both in North and South India. He led a number of expeditions in Northern India and also in Southern India. His scheme of conquest can be classified into two phases, that is, conquest of Northern India, the second one, conquest of Southern India. First, I will going to explain about the different conquests which were led by Alauddin Khilji in Northern India. First, conquest of Gujarat, that is in 1297 CE or AD. Gujarat was ruled by Rajput king Raja Karnadeva. In 1297 CE or AD, Ulugh Khan and Nusrat Khan, the two most faithful generals of Alauddin Khilji, attacked Gujarat. Here Alauddin Khilji sent his forces under the leadership of Ulugh Khan and Nusrat Khan to invade Gujarat. And they also succeeded in their attempt. They captured Anhilawada, that is the capital of Gujarat. They also captured Somanath and Cambay and looted lot of wealth. The king of Gujarat, that is Rana Karnadeva, with his daughter Devala Devi, fled towards Deccan and took shelter at Devagiri. The generals of Alauddin captured Kamala Devi, the queen of Raja Karnadeva, and they brought Queen Kamala Devi to Delhi. At Delhi, she was married to Alauddin Khilji. And during their invasion against Gujarat, the famous Somanath temple was once again looted and idols were destroyed. And another important incident which took place during this expedition against Gujarat was the purchase of Malik Kafur. Malik Kafur was a slave and he was purchased by Alauddin Khilji during his Gujarat expedition for 1000 dinars. So after that, Malik Kafur was also came to be known as Hazar Dinari, means that is his value, that is 1000 dinars. After his successful expedition against Gujarat, Alauddin Khilji diverted his attention towards Ranthambore, that is another Rajput state. The easy victory of Gujarat intoxicated Sultan. 2 years after the conquest of Gujarat, Alauddin turned towards Rajputana. The ruler of Ranthambore was Raja Hamiradeva. Alauddin wanted to invade Ranthambore because once it had been a part of Muslim kingdom. Raja Amiradeva given shelter to neo-Muslims. This also added anger, or this is also one of the reasons for invading this Ranthambore. This Rana Hamiradeva, he given shelter to neo-Muslims. So here this offended Alauddin. He sent his forces under the leadership of Nusrat Khan and Ulugh Khan to conquer Ranthambore in 1299 AD. In this conquest on the way, Nusrat Khan was killed or he lost his life. After this expedition was continued by Ulugh Khan. After a prolonged siege for about 1 year, the port fell into the hands of Sultan. Raja Hamiradeva lost his life in the battlefield. He was defeated or he lost his life in the battlefield because of the treachery and faithlessness of Ranmal. He was the minister of Rana Hamiradeva. After his successful expedition against Ranthambore, this Alauddin he led another expedition, that is against Mewar or Chittur. Conquest of Mewar or Chittur in 1303 AD. The victory of Ranthambore injected a new spirit and enthusiasm in the Sultan of Delhi. He began to feel that no Rajput kingdom was powerful enough to face the Muslim invaders. Actually, Rajputs were very strong, or they were the warlike people. They were very genius in the techniques of warfare. But these Rajput chiefs or rulers, they lost unity. Here, because of their internal conflicts or because of the lack of unity among these Rajput rulers, they failed to face these Muslim invaders. Alauddin took full advantage of the internal conflicts of the Rajputs. Here Alauddin, he took full advantage of the internal conflicts of the Rajput rulers. He also discovered a reason for the invasion of Mewar, one of the powerful Rajput state. Tradition maintains that the immediate cause of Alauddin's attack was his desire to carry away Padmini, the beautiful wife of Rana Ratan Singh. Rana Ratan Singh was the ruler of Mewar, and his wife, she was Queen Padmini, and she was known for her beauty. Alauddin was so much attracted by the beauty of Padmini, and he was also planned to capture this Queen Padmini, that is Queen of Rana Ratan Singh. In 1303 AD, the royal army of Delhi marched against Chittur, the capital of Mewar. They also successfully seized Chittur. Alauddin made Rana Ratan Singh as his captive. But later, brave Rajputs, they released or freed this Rana Ratan Singh from the captivity of Muslims. At the same time, Padmini and some other Rajput women, they committed Johar. When this Raja Ratan Singh became the captive or fell into the hands of Muslim invaders, his queen Padmini, she committed Johar. Here, Rajput women, to protect their honor from the invaders, especially from the Muslim invaders or from the enemies, jumped into the fire and sacrificed their lives. This is called as Johar, that is the sacrificing life, mainly to protect their honor from the invaders or from the enemies. So here finally Chittur was captured by Alauddin, and he appointed his eldest son Khizr Khan as the governor of Chittur or Mewar. But Chittur could not be held for a long time by the Khiljis because the patriotic Rajputs, they continuously troubled the rulers. Thus, the pressure of Rajputs forced Khizr Khan, the governor of Mewar, to abandon Chittur in 1311 AD. So, once again Chittur was recovered by the Rajputs and that became independent. After this conquest, Alauddin led another conquest against Malwa. In 1305 AD, Alauddin sent an army under the leadership of Ain ul Mulk. Ain ul Mulk was the governor of Multan. Alauddin sent his forces under the leadership of Ain ul Mulk to conquer Malwa. Raja of Malwa, that is Rai Malhak Deva, was defeated by Muslim forces. So Malwa was also captured by Alauddin Khilji. As a result of this victory, the Muslims succeeded in establishing their control over Ujjain, then Dhar, Chanderi and various other regions. As a result of these victories, Alauddin emerged as the undisputed sovereign of North India. In North India, he successfully captured Gujarat, then Malwa, then Chittur or Mewar, Ranthambore, then Chanderi, Ujjain, Dhar, Mandu, then Jalur and various other provinces of northern India fell into the hands of Alauddin Khilji. Thus, he became undisputed sovereign ruler of North India. After establishing his control over North India, Alauddin Khilji, he diverted his attention towards South India or Southern India or over Deccan. Here Alauddin, he mainly concentrated over the wealth of South India. So he appointed his able general, that is Malik Kafur, to lead his southern conquest. So he led various conquests in South India. So about that southern conquest of Alauddin Khilji, I will going to explain in my next class. Okay, thank you students.